Prabhupada ki jai. It's the best garland in my life, till now. Very colorful. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari 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 Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Door neta, some other name. Door neta.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Shri Shri Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada. Nidai Nidai Gaur Sitanath Premanande. ISKCON Tashkent Dham ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Gaurachandraya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Gaurachandraya.
Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Mitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langhayate girim. Yat kripa tamaham vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam, Paramananda Madhavam, Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this Bhagavad Gita evening class. Although you should be welcoming me, I am from Delhi. Over the next 2-3 days, we will focus on a set of topics which are very important for everyone from the Gita. This is a series of lectures titled Pearls from the Bhagavad Gita or Pearls of the Bhagavad Gita. I have mixed feelings about this lecture. One, it is the happiness is because it is 1.5 hour lecture. The sadness is because I have to share 50% with Premananda Gaur Prabhu. So today we will focus on a very important quality of Krishna which is available right through Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada mentions in the Bhagavad Gita introduction that the substance and goal of the Bhagavad Gita is Krishna. In the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada mentions that the subject matter of the Gita is how to please the senses of Krishna. I was thinking that I normally speak 10 times faster than this. But then for Krishna's pleasure, we have to reduce the speed of speaking so that more people can understand the language. What is the use of my speaking very powerful English, very fast, excellent words if nobody understands? In English there is a saying, all dressed up and nowhere to go. So the purpose of our entire existence is to please Krishna. Why? Why? You say.
To go to Him.
To go back to Him. Very good. What else?
If He will be satisfied of you. If He will be satisfied of you.
If He will be satisfied, then we will be satisfied.
Yes.
What else?
To serve Him.
To serve Him.
To restore your nature.
To restore your nature. To restore your nature. Okay. Is she the representative or?
He will be happy.
He'll be happy. Krishna will be happy. The important reason, I would think, we should please Krishna, apart from all this is 110% correct. The important reason is that Krishna has given us so much. He continues to give us so much, and He will continue to give us so much that we can never pay Him back. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visiting Sri Rangam in South India, he saw that there was a Brahmana who was reciting the Bhagavad Gita. So he used to read at least one chapter of the Gita every day. But Mahaprabhu could see that when he was chanting the Bhagavad Gita, there were many people surrounding him and laughing at him. It's like like that. And this Brahmana was shedding tears. He was crying. So Mahaprabhu asked him, "Oh Brahmana, why is it that you are crying and why is it that they are all laughing?" So the Brahmana said, My dear Mahaprabhu, my Gurudev told me that every day I should read one chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So I try that every day. However, I am not good in Sanskrit or pronunciation. So all these people who are learned Brahmanas, they laugh at me. So is that why you are crying, O Brahmana? No, I am crying because every time I read the Gita, I see how Krishna has become the charioteer of Arjuna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, Akhilanta Koti Brahmanda Nayaka. And he has agreed to become the chauffeur of his best friend. You know what it means to be a charioteer in a battle? There are so many people crying, shouting, weapons hitting, lot of pain, blood, elephants, horses. In the middle of that, how will the charioteer hear the instructions of the rider, whether he should go to the left or he should go to the right? How? So, with the foot you kick the left side, the charioteer goes to the left. Kick with the right side, he goes to the right. In Vedic culture, we touch the body of somebody to the head if by mistake our feet touches their body, right? Why? Why offenses? We don't see him as God, but we see that God is inside him. So this body is a temple because Krishna resides in it. But what if you kick Krishna? And for 18 days, 8 to 10 hours every day, kick Krishna, kick Krishna. And Krishna loves it. So the Rangakshetra Brahmana said, when I think of this mercy of Krishna, I can't stop myself from crying. And this quality of Krishna is his standout quality across the Gita. It is called Bhakta-Vatsala, which means affectionate to his devotees. The king of a country will be very fair to all his subjects, but he will be particularly affectionate to his son. Similarly, Krishna is equal with regard to everyone. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshtosti na priyaha. I am equal to all. I do not envy anyone. Neither is anyone particularly dear to me. But still, Krishna favors his devotees. Why? Because this is Krishna's special ornament. This special love for his devotees, this special care, it is his ornament. If you study the Bhagavad Gita, right from the beginning, you can see how merciful is Krishna, how much Bhakta-Vatsala is Krishna. Senayor ubhayor madhye ratam stapayamechyuta yavatedan niriksheham yodhagaman avasthitam karmaya sahayodhavyam asmin ranasamudhyame. Arjuna tells Krishna, please take the ratha, the chariot, to the middle of two armies. Let me see who has come to fight. So he says, please park the chariot achyuta. Why? The exact word is infallible. He will not fall. Achyuta means he will not fall in any circumstance. He does not become small in any circumstance. Even if Krishna becomes his charioteer, even if he gets kicked on the left and right, he still remains Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Krishna's greatness. Krishna's greatness is Anoraniyan Mahator Mahiyan. Srila Prabhupada says, God is great, but God is also small. So, the fact that Krishna first agreed to be the charioteer of his Bhaktosime Sakha Cheti, his devotee and friend of Arjuna, is his first Bhakta-Vatsala example. Then Arjuna gets completely bewildered and confused about his duty. he says many excuses as to why I will not fight. Nayotsyami Govinda, I will not fight. And Arjuna gives up his Gandiva bow. Still Krishna says, just smiles, that's all. Krishna just smiles. Prahasanniva Bharata, he just smiled. So Arjuna says, Karpanya dosho bhata sabhava prichami tam dharma samudha cheta yachreyasam nishchitam bruvitan me shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. I am a soul and a disciple surrendered unto you. Please accept me, instruct me. Still Krishna does not instruct him. Krishna says, go to Vyasadeva, go to somebody else. Why are you coming to me? Arjuna says, please instruct me. And then Krishna accepts him as disciple and he starts by instructing him, by chastising him. Asocchvananna sochastam prajnavazam sabhashese gatasun agatasun cha nanu sochandi pandita. You are speaking like a very scholarly person. You are speaking like a very scholarly person. What does that mean? What does it mean?
He is not a scholar.
He's not a scholarly person. He's a fool. It is a duty of a teacher to correct his student. But Krishna is so merciful. He is Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. He is the Guru of the entire creation. Still, he does not instruct Arjuna till Arjuna himself requests him, please instruct me. And this is Krishna's greatness as God. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes, and Ishvara means controller. He is the supreme controller, but he does not control the free will of each living entity. So, in Hollywood movies, there is a dialogue. If you really believe something belongs to you, set it free. If it comes back to you, it belongs to you. If it does not, it never really belonged to you. So if on the roads of Tashkent, you are being given a license to drive a vehicle, but if you drive on the pavement or the footpath and cause an accident, who is responsible? You are responsible or the government is responsible? Who is responsible? You or government? We are responsible.
Mine.
Similarly, Krishna has given us free will. What is the limit of that free will? How much free will do we have?
To follow the instructions of government.
Yeah, but as how much free will in Krishna consciousness do we have? Real free will. As souls, what is our free will? How much free will? Okay. She says, unless and until it hurts others. Is it within your control to not hurt somebody? You're killing hundreds of microorganisms now, sitting. Nahi kasit kshanamapi jatu tishtyati akarma krit. You cannot sit for one moment without performing any karma. So then what is the extent of our free will?
We are choosing Krishna or Maya.
Correct.
Правильно.
Da. Yes, that's the point. How can you, whether you can take shelter of Krishna or take shelter of Maya, that is the extent of our free will. But who is Maya? Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. This divine energy of mine consisting of the three modes. Still Krishna doesn't interfere. Till the time Mamevevam Prapadyante Mayamedam Tarantite. Till the time we decide to take shelter of Krishna, he will not tell Maya to not trouble us. Krishna Surya Sam Maya Hai Andhakar Jahan Krishna Nahi Taha Maya Radhikar. Where there is Krishna, there is light. Where there is no Krishna, there is darkness. That is Maya. Where there is Krishna, there is no control of Maya. Yet, Krishna out of his love, his Bhakta-Vatsala quality for the jivas, does not interfere with their free will. But like a loving father, Krishna says, Aham Bija Pradapita in 14th chapter. I am the seed-giving father of all living entities. So he is a loving father. But we are rascals. Srila Prabhupada gives the story of the prodigal son who ran away from his father's house. This story comes in the Bible also. So this son ran away from his father, who is a very rich, powerful person. But he had no shelter or protection, so he became poor and he started suffering. But the father was constantly looking out for him. He was helping him in some way or the other. Think of a child who is lost in a big festival. So one person comes to him and gives him a nice chocolate. So for some time the child stops crying and then again starts. Show like that.
Так же, как сейчас.
Show like that, like I showed you. Show.
I didn't know how to do that.
Okay. So then another person came and he took him to the latest movie. Jai Shri Gauranatai ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So for 2 hours the child was quiet, then he again started crying. A third person found out the boy's or the child's address and took him to his father. So who helped the child the most? The chocolate person, the film person, or the one who took him to his father?
Third.
Naturally. So Krishna therefore likes those people who bring back his children to him. Therefore the devotees are very dear to him. In Bhagavad Gita, there are, if you look at the Bhagavad Gita as a box, the bottom part of the box is the first 6 chapters, which is Karma Yoga. The top part of the box, that is chapter number 13 to 18, which is Jnana Yoga. In between is the most precious chapter number 7 to 12, which is Bhakti Yoga. The most precious thing is always kept safe inside. And on top of the box there are 2 jewels. Bhagavad Gita 18.65 and Bhagavad Gita 18.66. Please remember, this is Jnana Yoga chapter. But still Krishna concludes his instructions on the Gita saying this is the most confidential knowledge. And what is that? Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane prayosi me. Krishna says, always think of me, become my devotee. Now why would anybody want somebody to become his devotee? Is Krishna full of ego? Da, nyat. Why?
Но мы же его часть, если мы не будем думать о нем, то мы будем, мы к нему вернуться же не сможем. Он хочет, чтобы мы к нему вернулись.
We are the parts of him, and he wants that we want to go back to him.
We are his parts and parcels. Amaivamsha jiva loke jiva buddha sanatana. But
no.
Any of you is working here, who is working here? What is your job?
Teacher.
Teacher. Oh, you have so much ego, you are saying you are a teacher.
Yes, I have so many ego, but I want to give back.
No, that is different, but you are saying you are a teacher. That's so much ego. No, you are a teacher, so you are a teacher. Similarly, Krishna is God, so he is saying I am God. And it is not only Krishna who is saying he is God. So many other great personalities have confirmed he is God. Arjuna addresses Krishna saying, Parabrahma Parandhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibham Ahustam Rishaya Sarve Devarshi Naradas Tata Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Cheva Bravitime. So many great personalities have confirmed that you are God. Such a wonderful person who is God himself is saying, become my devotee. Is there anything wrong? Wrong? It is because Krishna loves us that he wants us to come to him. Just like a father will be very happy if the child takes a few dollars or rubles or anything from the pocket of the father and buys him some ice cream. Da, Nyat? Similarly, Krishna is happy when we offer all our abilities, all our wealth, all our intelligence to serve Krishna. To offer water to the Ganga, you take water from the Ganga. Everything belongs to Krishna. So anything you take will belong to Krishna. Danyat. So who will you give it to? Krishna or somebody else? Logical? Therefore Krishna is saying, Manmana bhava mad bhakto, become my devotee. But still, Krishna gives us so many opportunities for us to go to him. He understands we are weak. He understands we don't have a natural desire right now to go back to him. So he mercifully gives us a sequence of techniques to go back to him. So Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 12, verse number 8. Everybody has it on the Mayeva mana adatsva mai buddhim nivesaya nivasishyasi mayeva ada urdvam na samshayaha. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always, without a doubt. Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport that Krishna and his name are the same. When a devotee offers food to Krishna directly, Krishna accepts it. Only by serving Krishna can one understand this supreme secret. But this is for those people who have fixed their intelligence in Krishna. Mayeva. Mayeva means only me, completely on me. Certainly. Maya eva. Eva means certainly. Maya eva mana adatsva. But still we are idiots. No, Krishna, very difficult. So Krishna says, okay, I have some other option for you. Athachittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mai stiram abhyasa yogena tato mamichhaptum dhananjaya. My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. There are two types of devotional service, Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti means you follow the principles of devotional service like getting up in the morning, Mangalarati, 16 rounds, at least 16 good rounds for regulative principles, etc. It is done to regulate the mind, the senses, the intelligence, so that, like Krishna says in Gita, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mama anusmara yudhyacha mayarpito mano buddhir mamai vaishyatya samshaya. Therefore, at all times, sarveshu kaleshu, at all times, mam anusmara yudhyacha, remember me and fight. Some people say the topic of Bhagavad Gita is just do your duty. It is not just doing your duty. Krishna told Arjuna to fight, but Krishna first told him, Mam anusmara yudhyacha, not yudhya anusmaracha. So remember and fight. That's the key point. So while in the beginning of our devotional service, it may not be practical for us to apply our senses, mind and intelligence directly in Krishna's service. Therefore, there is some amount of regulation that is required in our day-to-day life. But the purpose of maintaining these regulative principles is to eventually make us naturally develop love and affection for Krishna. At the very highest level of devotional service, there is no need for performing all these regulative activities. Like Madhavendra Puri said, Sandhya Vandana Bhadramastu Tavahe. He says that all glories to you, O Bath, all glories to you, O Sandhya. I don't have time for you because I am performing bhakti to Krishna. I have no time for all these regulative activities because I am so busily engrossed in loving devotional service to Krishna. Still, great devotees perform regulative devotional service. Why?
Чтобы как? Применить? Our like not template, your with your
Example.
behavior example. Yes.
I understood, but I am just confirming. I wanted to come from you. Yadyad acharati shreshtas tattadeva itaro jana. As the standards are set by great people, others follow. I remember my spiritual master, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He would come back from Russia early morning, 2:30. Before we know it, he will be there in Mangalarti. Once the doctors told him to rest and not go to Mangalarti. But he said, what will people think if I miss Mangalarti? So till almost 3-4 months before his departure from this world, he used to attend Mangalarti. But even later, he used to attend Mangalarti from his room. Why? To set an example. So, one activity is performing bhakti with regulation. The other is performing devotional service spontaneously. Raga Anuga. Raga means spontaneous, natural, without any external force. Like, who is that blue boy with a flute in his hand, bent in 3 forms? He is so beautiful. I love him. Not that, oh, Krishna is God, so I must love him. So this is spontaneous loving attraction for Krishna. When you say Anuga, it means follower. Follower of whom? One who has spontaneous attraction to Krishna, who is a Ragatmika. Follower of Ragatmika is Raga Anuga. This is a very advanced stage of devotion. But by Mahaprabhu's mercy, we don't have to try all that. We simply have to follow the principle of regulative principles of devotional service. Because if we follow those regulative principles, there will come a time when we are completely liberated from material distress. And we can naturally perform pure loving devotional service. That is why they are called regulative principles of freedom. Ramananda Roy and Mahaprabhu had a conversation on the banks of the river Godavari. Now, why am I bringing this conversation into the Gita class? Why? Why?
Because there is a full path of all way is described there.
Okay, that is very good. But something more specific. Yes, Mother.
Очень хорошо. No, he was incarnation of Arjuna.
Ramanandra is Arjuna and Mahaprabhu is Krishna. In Gita, Arjuna and Krishna are speaking. Arjuna asks the question, Krishna answers. In Chaitanya Lila, Krishna asks the question and Arjuna is answering. So Mahaprabhu asked the question, what is the purpose of life? What is the real sadhana and sadhya of life? So first, Ramananda Rai said, following Varnashrama Dharma, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Manaprastha, Sannyasi, this is the purpose of life. Varnashrama Charavata, Ejena Purusha Puman, Vishnura Aradhyate Panta. So Mahaprabhu said, Iho Bahya, Age Kaua. This is external. Speak further. Then he said, Yat Karoshi, Yat yat karoshi, yat asnas, yat juhoshi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunta, yat atkurusham madarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you need to offer to Krishna. Mahaprabhu said, Iho bahe ag kahua. This is external. Speak further. Because devotional service is not like a business. You give this, I give that. So it goes on, and finally, Ramananda Rai says this famous prayer from the 10th canto, which is narrated by Brahmaji. Jnane prayasa mudapasya namanta eva jivan disan mugarita bhavadiya varta sthane sthitam shruti gadan tanuvan manobir ye prayasa jita jito pyasita istrilokyam. Wherever you are in that situation, sthane sthitam shruti gatan, hear about Krishna, like all of you are hearing. Jivan disan mugarita bhavadiya varta, along with devotees, hear him, fill your life with his glories. One who does it conquers Ajita, who cannot be conquered. Jita means to conquer, Ajita means one who cannot be conquered. Ye prayasa, by this attempt, Jito apitais trilokyam. Ye prayasa jito ajito pesitais trilokyam. By this attempt, you can conquer the unconquerable. In other words, Krishna can be conquered by a person who performs regulated devotional service, whatever be his situation, family situation, ashram situation, whichever way. Please remember, Krishna created 4 ashrams. Grihastha ashram is also one of them. Arjuna was sannyasi or Grihastha? Krishna was sannyasi, Grihastha?
Grihastha.
So who is Gita for? The only job of sannyasi is to teach the Gita. And of course follow it so that others get inspired. So this knowledge is for all of you. And therefore Krishna says that follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. This way you will develop a desire to attain me. So this is that Krishna. So wonderful he is. So I must love him. But still, there may be a problem. Abhyasa pyasamartosi matkarma paramo bhava madhartham abhikarmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. Prabhupada mentions in the purport that you can read this part. Every endeavor requires land, capital, organization and labor. It comes here. Just a second. Just as in business, one requires a place to stay. Atmendriya pritivacha tare balikam Krishnendriya priti cha dhare premanam. If you do something for your pleasure, that is called kama, lust. Krishnendriya priti cha dhare premanam. But if you do it for the pleasure of Krishna's senses, it is called love. So the activities are all the same, but the direction is different. You are doing it only for Krishna. So Prabhupada is writing here in the purport, if one has sufficient money, he can help in building an office or temple for propagating Krishna consciousness. Or he can help with publications. If you are a poet, write for Krishna. If you are a painter, paint for Krishna. If you are a pujari, worship Krishna. If you are a kirtaniya, sing for Krishna. If you like dressing, what? Dress Krishna, not dress for Krishna. Dress Krishna. By deity worship, one can overcome illusion, moha. We can overcome our body consciousness by serving the Supreme Person. So, everything is the same, all the activities are the same, but you're doing it for Krishna. Everybody knows Taj Mahal, built by Shah Jahan, who is from Uzbekistan. Everyone knows? Yeah. So, if Mridula says, I don't want Taj Mahal, I don't want Taj Mahal, what is the fun?
Mrichu?
I don't want Taj Mahal.
Who is saying?
Mridula.
She's saying that I don't want Taj Mahal, I want...
Yeah, then what does it mean anything? Does it mean anything? Taj Mahal doesn't belong to her. So what is the question of saying it doesn't belong to me? I don't want it, I don't want it. It is not yours anyway. Similarly, everything belongs to Krishna, therefore everything we have should be used in his service. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. That which is not connected to Krishna, connect it to Krishna. That is bhakti. So this way, by working for Krishna, we can come to the perfect stage. But athaitat tapya shaktosi kartum madhyogam ashritaha sarvakarma bhalatyagam tata kuru yatatmavan. If however you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. Prabhupada mentions in the purport that one may want to work for Krishna, but there may be some objections from people in the family. So, how does one escape this situation? It is mentioned here that he sacrificed the accumulated result of his activities to some good cause. Prabhupada mentions that one may try to give up the results. Prabhupada mentions that social service, community service, national service, sacrifice for one's country, etc. may be accepted so that someday one may come to the stage of pure devotion service to the Supreme Lord. Even if one does not know that he is sacrificing for the supreme cause, one day he will come to the understanding that I am sacrificing for the supreme cause. Therefore, this sacrifice is also recommended by Krishna. Such a loving father.
Насколько любящий отец.
Please engage your mind and intelligence in remembering me. If you cannot do that, perform the devotional service in the basis of regulative principles. If you cannot do that, try working for me. If you cannot do that, surrender the results of your activities to me. No exam gives you so many opportunities to pass. So even if we don't want to go back to Krishna, Krishna wants us to go back to him more than us. Krishna says that the sun and the moon, natat bhasete suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatvana nivartante tad dhama parama mama. He says, my abode or my dham does not require the sun or the fire or electricity to make it illuminated. But in the material world, Krishna himself is saying, Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo, I am the light of the sun and the moon. He also says that in the form of the moon, I nourish the vegetables, somo bhutto rasatmakaha. I nourish the vegetables and give them the juice in them. Krishna says, Annat bhavandi bhudhani parjanyad anna sambhava. From rains come grains, and rains come from sacrifice. So perform sacrifice for me, you will get rains and you will therefore get grains. So therefore Krishna gives us grains, Krishna gives us vegetables, Krishna gives us the water and therefore a full meal. But after that he says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva, I digest the food that is in your stomach. What more can we ask somebody to do for us? It is not over. After chanting the entire Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Krishna is so kind, so merciful that he tells Arjuna, did you understand or do you want me to repeat the Gita? And most of us, your teacher, so many of us, your doctor, whatever, you would all want people you are taking care to listen to you. Your student should listen to you, your patient should listen to you, etc. All parents in the world, whether they are from the west or from the east, they want their children to love and respect them. But look at Krishna. After narrating the entire Bhagavad Gita, he tells Arjuna, Vimrishya tadasheshena yathechasi tatha kuru. After due deliberation, do as you please. Do as you please. How many of us would be so happy? I have wasted 45 minutes, Arjuna. I have told you so many things about the purpose of life. Now you do what you want. And Krishna is in the heart of everyone. He gives everyone the intelligence, the remembrance and the forgetfulness. In other words, Krishna is permitting you to forget him also. Which parent would want their children to forget him or her? And therefore, Krishna does not interfere in our free will. We can choose to love him or choose not to love him. This is the topmost love, like that of the gopis. The gopis decide that even if you don't love me, if you don't love us, even if you want to punish us, you will remain our worshipable, loving God. So this should be our attitude. Mahaprabhu said, Ramya kaschit upasana varjavadu varganayo kalpita. The love of Krishna as demonstrated by the gopis is what we should follow. Mahaprabhu said. Krishna is Bhakta-Vatsala. Therefore, the only thing we can do is to show our gratitude to him. So I am giving you an acronym, a short form. It is very famous. Gita, G-I-T-A. Gratitude is the attitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Repeat English. Gratitude is the attitude. Therefore, we should look at these wonderful pearls of wisdom from Bhagavad Gita and use this to develop love, attraction and gratitude towards Krishna. That is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. That is the purpose of human life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have 5 minutes for some official questions. After that, you can have unofficial questions. I want to beg forgiveness if I spoke very fast. Like I said, it is 1/10 of my normal speed. Yes, questions, comments? Amani Krishna Prabhu, some comments?
Комментарий, Амани Кришна Прабху.
Как вы сказали, Бхагавад-гита это Кришна дает нам возможность стать его учеником, служителем.
As you said, Krishna is giving us opportunity to be his student and to teach from him, to learn from him.
So we all should make use of that opportunity. Yes. Jai Mata Di.
Jai Mataji.
Thank you very much for your lecture.
Servant.
Я хотела спросить, он же сказал про эго у Кришны, так оно есть у него или нет?
You said about the ego of the Krishna. So, do Krishna has his ego or not?
He has ego, but it's true ego. When we think we are Krishna, it is false ego. That is called Ishvara Bhava. That is false ego. Jibera Swarupo Hai, Krishner Nityadas, Krishner Tatastha Shakti, Bheda Bhed Prakash. Every living entity is eternally servant of Krishna, simultaneously one and different. Qualitatively same as Krishna, quantitatively different. We are Anu, he is Vibhu. Like water from the sea, we are like that. And the sea is like Krishna. Both are salty, but the quantity is hugely different. Similarly, qualitatively we are like Krishna, but we are not Krishna. If we think we are Krishna, that is false ego. If Krishna thinks he is Krishna, that is true ego. Any other question? Comment?
Еще вопросы? Комментарий?
Yes.
Деятельность же внешне одинаковая. Сказали, для Кришны делать. Это когда делаешь, просто говорит, Кришна, я для тебя делаю.
You said that externally it's the activities is the same. So what does that mean? If we are just saying Krishna is for you and doing, or how?
Thank you for that question. It's very, very useful and invaluable for everybody. Consciousness drives activity. Based on the consciousness, the quality of your activity will change. The more we are doing it with the consciousness that it is for Krishna and offer our results to him, the more the activity becomes Krishna conscious. Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, give till it pinches.
Разумна Свами Махарадж говорит, give.
Till it pinches. There's a little pain. If it is easy, it is not sufficient. There should be some pain in giving. That means you are giving more than what you can actually give. If you can give $10 and you are giving $5, that is nonsense. If you can give 2 hours service and you are giving only 1 hour service, that is nonsense. His Holiness Chandramouli Swami Maharaj said, Krishna sees what you are doing for him. But Krishna also sees what you can do for him, but you are still not doing. So that we know. Just like a hungry man knows when he is satisfied. We know if we are doing enough for Krishna or not. If we do enough for Krishna, then we will have less lust, less anger, less greed. If we do enough for Krishna, we will have greater attachment for devotee association, greater attachment to Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, greater attachment to chanting the holy names of the Lord. And if we really need to know whether we have the right consciousness, we should always consult with someone in the form of Guru, Sadhu or Shastra. So we will know if our consciousness is in the right direction. That will help us understand the quality of the activity also. Is that okay? Yes, Mataji.
Вы знаете, часто спрашивают, почему именно такая последовательность открывает именно таким образом Кришна знание, то есть сначала дает карма-йогу, потом бхакти-йога, а потом уже только дьяна-йогу. Почему не последовательно? То есть карма-йога, дьяна-йога, бхакти-йога. Часто задают этот вопрос.
Why does he have to say all this?
Yes. Often they are asking about the questions that why this is this order of the before the karma yoga, then bhakti yoga, and then jnana yoga.
Yeah. So, by nature, the jiva is active. So, it is not possible for the jiva to not do anything at any moment. It has to do something. So, if it has to do something, let him first understand that he should do it for Krishna. Therefore, karma yoga. Yoga means connecting to the Supreme. When connecting to the Supreme is through the medium of activities, it is called karma yoga. But as you constantly do activities for Krishna, you develop a certain attraction for him and a love for him, and that will increase. You can meditate more on Krishna, therefore dhyana yoga. But the D-H-Y, dhyana yoga.
Dhyana yoga, yes, dhyana.
But in the 6th chapter of Gita, dhyana yoga, what is the last shloka? Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam samaya yuktatamo mata. So the topmost yogi is my devotee, Krishna says. Therefore, bhakti yoga, he gets into bhakti yoga. After concluding the teachings of bhakti yoga, there may be some people who are attracted to knowledge about Krishna. To connect them also to him, Krishna deals with the topic of jnana yoga. But right in the beginning of Jnana Yoga, 14th chapter, Krishna says, Mamchayo avyapicharena bhakti yogena sevate. He says, connect me by bhakti yoga. He says in 14th chapter, which is Jnana Yoga. And it goes till the 18th chapter, the culmination of which is Manmana Bhamak Bhakto and Sarvadharman Pariteja, which is in Jnana Yoga, but is the topmost bhakti yoga. In the 2nd chapter, which is Karma Yoga, Krishna is saying, Sarvendriyani samyamya yukta asita mat paraha. Please control your senses and serve me. Mat paraha. Consider me as the top. Karma Yoga, Bhakti. Jnana Yoga, Bhakti. Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti. Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada translates many parts of Gita. Karma Yoga as Krishna consciousness, Dhyana Yoga as Krishna consciousness, Sankhya Yoga as Krishna consciousness, Jnana Yoga as Krishna consciousness, Bhakti Yoga as Krishna consciousness as Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Spasiba. Thank you.